Good work! Let's die together! Ella. Darius?
We meet again, Eaglebearer.
Good, you're back. Now to set our plan in motion. We will set several fires. The smoke will force the Elotes to flee and draw Amorges's guards down from the mine.
Striking at the heart of the enemy while minimizing the cost of innocent lives. A wise plan. I will see to it that my men light up the rest of the area.
What happened?
Nima died, protecting Elpidios. Someone from the Order wanted to meet with me. He was there, Darius. They found Nima in the shipwreck. She tried to fight them all.
This was Nima's. I haven't had a chance to. I forgot I even took it. She's gone. She's really gone. And she's never coming back.
I'll never forget her, Darius. I miss her, even now. I miss her so much. We'll have time to grieve when this is over. Right now, we know Elpidios is alive. It's time to get him back.
If Amorges is here, Elpidios must be as well. Once we start, we can't go back. They will come at us with all they've got.
It's time to attack.
The price may be everything.
I know the price. Fire! Get out of here!
What the? Time to find the boy.
It is.
crush the eagles.
Μέχρι τέλους παραμένω.
Stay put, you!
Did I see something?
Έμνησο της μισθοφοράς, έμνησο των λαβύρων, πιθανότατον εσύ την θητεία τερματίζει, ως του λοκτή.
Probably just my imagination.
Ου κακόλας του, που ζωφύραζε νόμον, η μη δύσμη, μη καθήν το βλέμμα μη.
Hey! Σαπά!
Can't see anything! The smoke is too thick! This is useless!
There's something! Keep your eyes peeled!
You!
Με το όνομα Δήμης, βοήθη των άκρων επέκεινε πηγαία ταύτη. Δίγνω ελεήμων, το εκτήρω ώστε σου δέποτε κακ... Αυτό λέγω
Where is Amorges?
The mines! But you'll never get around his defenses.
Nothing is impenetrable. We'll find a way in.
You're insane! Both of you!
You're going to tell Amorgis that the Eagle Bearer, the great disruption of the Greek world, is here at his door. You tell him I'm coming for him, for Elpidios, and I don't knock.
Go! I'll take care of the order guards.
I need to get to the mines. I'll take out as many as I can on the way.
You don't want to be here today,
They'll be
Celso.
watching for me. I need to be careful.
What the?
must be here somewhere. You can't hide from me, Amorgis! It's too quiet. Stop hiding, Amorgis! Come get what you deserve!
Look, the eagle bearer.
Alexios.
Where is...
Amorges? He's in the temple above the mines. But that time will come.
He's just like Yergis described in his entries. Fierce.
Oh, Yergis. He was the best of us. You were his favorite character, Eagle Bearer. And yet, you murdered him.
Yergis was part of the Order. All of you deserve what's coming.
We have no intention of walking away.
I'll get to my son.
Ah, Elpidios. He still has his littlest warrior in his heart.
He still has hope.
What a foolish thing to hold on to.
We will fight for Persia until our dying breath. The lives, the razed cities. It is for Amorge's vision of peace, his grand design. All things are permitted.
Morgis is in the temple. I'm coming, Elpidios. I'll find you. Amorges, today you bleed.
Hey! Me, paro!
I should try to stay out of sight. My son, Pater's coming.
Calm, aren't they? Moments like these, the moments before the end.
If you've hurt my son, nothing will protect you. No man, no beast. no god.
He's safe. With me, Alexios. Happy, healthy. And I promise you, he always will be.
Where is Elpidios? Where is my son?
Far from war, far from danger, far from you.
I once swore to the people I love that I would crush the Order. Believe me, I will keep that promise.
You think you can destroy us? The Order's plan goes well beyond you, Alexios.
What?
Ever the hero, thinking this is all about you. This isn't about any one of us. It's about that most precious of things, peace. This war between Athens and Sparta threatens to incinerate more than just the Greek world. The carnage and butchery have spread to Persia and beyond. The Order has the power to save the world. And so we will. My agents are rooted deeply in every aspect of Greek life. We have seeped into your establishments, your temples, your homes. We are winning the hearts of your people. Through the Order's influence and Persia's wealth, Sparta will end this war. A new chapter in history will be written by us. We have planted a seed in the fertile soil that is the Greek people. And now, peace will grow. Only one threat to that peace remains. You.
How could you think I don't want a war! I want my son!
You don't want a war? You brought one to my door. You're a tainted one. The strongest, most dangerous force the Order has ever seen. You are fire. Only you stand in the way of the Order's purpose.
You've forgotten our promise, old friend.
Artabanus. I wondered when you'd make your dramatic entrance.
Think of the innocent lives that were lost, Amorges. You claim to want peace. But what good is peace when it's enforced by tyranny?
I fought for the greater good. For our children, for their futures. I saved your grandson. And I saved Artaxerxes that night. Do you remember? I saved him from you.
Tell us where Elpidios is.
I'm sorry. As long as I breathe, I will never endanger the child by letting him raise him.
Where is Elpidios? Tell me! Tell me!
You cannot raise the boy. With you, he'll never be safe.
He's my son!
Do you remember the truth I whispered in the ear of King Xerxes?
Remind me, old friend.
For all the Order's power, we could not protect you. Not from me. We must protect the people we love, Amorges.
That's what I'm doing. Is the child in safer hands than yours, Darius?
Return my son, and your pain will end, Amorges!
sun rises, but she also sets. My time is over, old friend.
We were protectors, Amorges. We were champions of Persia. Of the people.
I still am our Manos. I only wanted to keep our home safe. The world safe.
The child, Amorges. Please.
He's on a small island just off the coast of Messenia. Perfect spot for fishing. The Order will never give up, Alexios. You and your boy will always be hunted.
And he will always have me to protect him.
The Order aren't just a group of people. They're an idea. An idea cannot be beaten. An idea cannot be destroyed.
Not by blades, but through knowledge, through wisdom, through ideas of our own. Nothing is absolute, Amorges. You taught me that a long time ago. There will always be tyrants.
And there will always be you, my brother, to stop them.
Go in peace, old friend.
Morgus was true to his word. Elpidios will be there. Water's coming.
This boat isn't meant for deep water.
Just a moment more, Elpidios. Hold on. Just hold on. My boy. My son. My beautiful son. I'm here, Elpidios. Pater's here. You've kept watch over my son?
Every day, every night, Amorges made sure of it.
Thank you.
You know, he has a real Spartan appetite.
Tell me about it. Pater's got so many stories to tell you. And you've got some stories for Pater too, I see.
Who are you?
I am Darius, son of the Persian king, Artaxerxes.
Artaxerxes.
You know my father?
We've met, but it's been a while.
He's a good king and a great father. Persia knows peace. She prospers. I miss him.
Keep Persia safe. That is his legacy. It's time.
Just a moment longer.
It has to be now. What will you do?
Morges was right. I am fire. I'll use that. A beacon to the Order. If they want to come after my bloodline, they'll know exactly where to find me. But they'll never find... And, what will you do, Darius?
The Order was created for a purpose. If I can understand our enemy, I can outmaneuver them. I will protect the boy Alexios, be a guardian to Elpidios and to all those who share his blood. When the day comes, when he asks of his pater, what should I tell him?
Tell him he had a pater and a mater who lived incredible lives, who saw incredible things, and none of it was as incredible as him. His smile, his laugh, the sight of him asleep in my arms. Should a day come where he feels unloved or alone, you tell him there is no such day, because he will always be loved. You hear me? You will always be loved. You'll fight, and you'll fall. There will be times when you'll think you can't rise again. You'll want to stay down, but you will get up, Elpidios. Because you're strong. Because our bloodline is strong. And because we always get up. You'll ask why. And while you'll never know me, know this. You are my son, and I will always fight for you. You, and those that will come after.
Amorges is dealt with. And I have his blade. It's useless, broken, and the metal is strange. I should find a blacksmith. Our baby's safe. Your father, too. It's only you I couldn't. I never got the chance to say goodbye. There are some things I want to get for you. This time, I'll be back. Known for his skill in working in rare metals. I should take the sword there.
Welcome back, Mistios.
I'd be happy to see you more if you...
Sorry to disappoint.
What do you do with that string?
Its value is...
All right.
Copies or cofinos? What do you need?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Zeus's balls! Do you know what this is?
Broken?
It's adamantine. This stuff is priceless. And I don't mind telling you, I'm the one man in the islands who knows how to properly work it. I'll need more adamantine to fix it, though. A lot more.
Will this help? This metal looks similar.
What the? Where in Hades are you getting this stuff? No, I don't want to know.
Here, don't tell me you need more. Because I've run out of necks to cut it from.
Oh, there's a real passion behind your words, I can feel it. I'm personally glad to say that these will do. The blood on them is a nice touch, by the way. Helps with the quenching.
I do what I can.
Wait here, this won't take long.
Her baby's blanket. What a relief it was to find him. Now he's gone away as well. But we have this to remind us. There you are. Still here, just as she left you. But she's gone.
This is it. Ella.
We used to love this place. Now...
Nima's charm.
Oh, to hold it again. It's precious to me.
I'm where I need to be.
This was the beginning, Nima. How could we have known?
Darius and Nima left so much behind. Now everything's done. I should visit Nima's grave in Achaea. It's time to say goodbye.
These are ours. A reminder of our time together. I miss you. Your laugh and your infuriating insight. I'll never forget you, Nima. Trust me.
I should be extra careful in this area.
You load prisoners. Amorges wouldn't like it if I freed them.
Move! Ella!
The prisoners mentioned in the letter. I should free them.
Help! Someone, help!
Hey, Antidis? Is that you?
Yes! Yes, thank the gods. Wait, Alexios? No! Why'd it have to be you again? Go away! Help! Someone else! Help! Help! No! No,
Keep your
no,
voice
no.
down.
I owe
The
you
guards
enough,
will hear you.
Alexios. Why'd you have to do this again?
Malaka!
Malaka. Better check that out. Get it out of... I will...
Antidis, my proud friend. What's happened to you this time?
The gods are not fair to Aeantidis. I spent my wealth on my gifts to you. I don't complain, that was fair. Then someone told me I could make a fortune in Messinir. But those Malakas sold me for a fortune instead. I am a slave here, and now you show up. How is that fair?
This isn't my fault. It's your pride that did this.
Yes, I, Aeantidis, am proud, and I will never be indebted to anyone. But now you save me again? Why do you keep doing this to me?
I could hardly leave you to rot in that cage, Antidis.
You just can't leave me out of your heroic deeds, can you? Now what can I do? I have nothing, Alexios. Nothing to pay my debt to you.
Antidis, the Greeks are indebted to the gods, aren't they?
Of course we are. We can never repay their gifts to us. I am proud, Alexios, but not that proud.
I am the messenger of Zeus. I'm basically a god.
What? This is worse. How can I ever repay my debt to you?
As a god, I can forgive your debt, can I not?
Yes, I suppose you can.
You owe me nothing. I release you from your debt. If you really want to do something for me, go home and stay there.
Again? You can't avoid being heroic, can you? But you're a god. It makes sense now. I will do as you desire. I, Aeantidis the Proud, will pay the messenger of Zeus's forgiveness forward to others. But before I go, here, one last gift.
Malaka, another treasure hunt?
The final one. I found something that might be useful to you. I went to great lengths to get it. It was before I knew you were a god.
All right. Thank you, Aeantidis. Go away now. I command it. Go on. Yeah! Come on.
Come sail away! Find your bliss on Corfu! Boats leaving daily! Care to visit paradise, Mistios?
Paradise? Does the boat go to Elysium?
Oh, to Corfu Island, a land with no work and all play. A vacation destination.
Vacation? What's that?
Oh, a state of mind where your only responsibility is to get much-needed rest. It's a new concept.
It does sound tempting.
There are no clearer waters than off the coast of Corfu.
How about soldiers, criminals, people? That's why I really need a break from.
If there are, they're too busy relaxing. Can I interest you in today's passage?
It's just what I need. Vacation. For a couple of days. At least.
Then step aboard. Your next destination, bliss.
If he's not here, Odyssey, we may as well do that. If I have not given up on reading your manuscript and the good variety of tasting, then you have not given up. On the roof door.
Malaka.
Alexios, what are you doing up there?
What does it look like? I'm on vacation.
You've been in the sun too long. You're more bronze than an urn. Come down here.
Nonsense. I'm taking in the air. Much needed rest. Okay, bye.
What if I told you a mythical treasure awaits, huh? What say you then?
Nothing I haven't heard before.
Well, but an expert like you will find it in no time. The Adrestia needs a tune-up, and I could use the drachmi. Help an old friend.
Right. For old time's sake.
All right. Just keep your heat-ons on.
Not as quick on his feet anymore, is he?
Hey!
What's all this about treasure?
Only the most exciting thing to happen to you in ages!
I've had enough excitement for a lifetime.
This was the last place we thought to look for you on Corfu. What have you been doing all on your own?
Nothing, dear Herodotus. And I've had the time of my life. Napping in the day, stargazing at night, and as much wine as I can swallow.
That's quite unlike you.
The old Alexios, maybe. But the new Alexios has never felt better.
Not retiring, are you?
As long as there's trouble in this world, I don't see that happening.
I've never seen you with a face so sour. Come on now. Everybody loves treasure.
I'm not really in the mood. I'm a little preoccupied.
Not in the mood? Now you're definitely not acting like yourself.
And what's so bad about that? I'm fine. Really. I just needed to be alone for a while. To think about what's become of my life and to get away from everyone. No offense.
None taken.
It's true. The burdens you've carried have been heavy.
If anyone can shoulder them, it's Alexios. You just need a little distraction from the weight. Say you'll do it. Come on the hunt! For the Adrestia. For me.
All right. We'll hunt for treasure. To put some drachmi in your pocket.
That's our Mystios! Oh, the loot will be enough for a whole new ship! Legends say there are delicate linens woven by goddesses, ancient scrolls, one-of-a-kind wares from a far-off land!
Let's not get too carried away, Barnabas.
Oh, right. I won't spoil any surprises. You'll find clues around the island that will lead to treasures beyond imagination.
If it's so legendary, I'm surprised no one's found it yet.
They've tried for hundreds of years! Well, less than that, but no one has discovered it. Not until we do today.
We'll see. The only thing this island has a lot of is sand and pirates. I'll go get my gear. With all my old things here, I was starting to forget about them. All the people I've met. It's like they follow me around. Physically, and in my head. I was hoping to not need these for a while. Time to get back in shape.
Malaka! Got to get it out!
If you want the opposite of a vacation, try Sparta. That should do it. Let's see about these clues. This sculptor had nothing on Phidias. I haven't looked at this letter since Alcibiades sent it to me. months ago.
The very intriguing, riveting clues are waiting for you.
Barnabas, careful.
What? Too much?
This is very be here. You don't.
This must be the first clue. Wait, who wrote this? Messy like it was scrawled on a bobbing ship. Just like the hand of Varnavas. Legendary treasure, eh? Seems more like Varnavas and Herodotus thought I was on vacation too long. Those two. All right, boys. Where do you want me to go next? actors playing pirates. Nice touch. Those two outdid themselves.
Leave this place, Mistios.
Keep back.
Go away.
What did you find there, Mistios?
Let's make this a good fight for our audience, shall we?
Ready!
Not a bad performance. Have you all acted before?
We know you know.
Oh, what do I know?
The treasure. Don't lie. You were sniffing around.
Yes, that's what people do when they're on treasure hunts.
We'll find it first. Mark my words.
I'm guessing that wasn't a play fight.
There's no playing when those kinds of riches are at stake.
But those clues were written by Herodotus and Barnabas, weren't they?
What clues?
What?
What? How do you know about the letter of the treasure hunter?
Wait, let's start over. There's very real treasure on Corfu Island, isn't there?
Don't matter. Not when you'll never see it. You'll be locked in there for the rest of your miserable days.
We'll see about that. Now, where's my gear?
Definitely heard something over there. Your lucky day.
Okay, I won't warn you again.
Might be worth checking out this settlement for the letter he mentioned.
Come on, come on. Ella, ella.